Okay, so guys, for our anniversary, I don't know if you can see it, Patrick's sister got these nice shirts made for us. So it says Imperfect Fighters, established 7/22/2010. That's the year, that's the date of our anniversary. And Imperfect Fighters is us, obviously. And this is our logo. It was made by Smooth Vinyl Slayer. We will put the link. They do custom shirts and card decals. So if you are interested, we'll put the link down below in the video. And you can also follow us on Instagram at Imperfect Fighters.
Hey guys.
Hey guys, hey fam. Welcome back to our channel, Imperfect Fighters.
Welcome back.
I'm Dina.
And I'm Pat.
This is Adam.
Adam's here with us today because he won't let us do a video without him being in there. Ain't that right? Say hi.
Say like and subscribe.
Good job, you did it. So today we are talking about, we have a bunch of videos where we're interviewing people or we're talking about things, but we never really talked about how we
got
together, how we got together.
Met. I can't say, like I was saying, I can't say that like we met because there was never actually an introduction saying, okay, Patrick, this is Dina, this is Patrick. We kind of just fell into knowing each other, I guess, because I was friends with his younger sister, and I went to school with both his younger sister and younger brother. So, and we also played on the same volleyball team, and we went to church. We all went to church together. Yeah. So we kind of just end up speaking, knowing each other. And I mean, Patrick's so much older than me, like much older than me. So like when I was younger, he wasn't really checking for me. It was more like, oh, that's my little sister's friend. But you know, when you get older, like that age gap kind of doesn't seem that serious.
First of all, hold on. The age gap is just what, four years? So what
That's a lot. You're much older than me.
Stop saying much.
It is much. You're
is
out of high school.
If I was 15
you were out
years
of
older than
you were out of high school before I got there. Which means you're much older than me. And when you think of, okay, so like when I was in junior high, or okay, let's give an example. When I was 14, you were 18. Were you checking for me? No.
No, okay.
Because of the gap.
All right, but don't say much. Stop saying the much. Like I'm a cradle robber or something.
Okay, he's much older than me in the sense that when I was 14, he was 18, so he wasn't checking for me. So now, as I got older and I was like in my 20s, then it was like, oh, she's a woman, and that age gap didn't seem that bad. Okay. But you are much older than me.
Okay. Not much older, but okay. All right. Okay. So now that Adam's gone, we can continue. So we, like you said, she was close friends with my sister. I knew her, but not that close. And then it was one, actually, my boy Arian. I think we saw you one day at church, and then he was like, yo, you should holler. And I was like, nah, I'm good. Reason being,
you are such a jerk.
The reason being,
did you really say that?
I think I did. I don't know. I have to ask you. It's such a long time ago. But I think it lit a spark, like, oh snap, she actually is kind of hot. So it just lit a spark, but then nothing really clicked. And I was at the time in and out of a bad relationship, so it was rocky. So
you were in an entanglement.
I think entanglement, the terms of entanglement, that's a whole nother episode to talk about in terms of entanglement. That was an entanglement.
I think now everybody just uses it as like a negative thing.
Anything negative.
It's like something negative is an entanglement.
Oh.
Like it's not a positive thing.
Okay.
Because like I was saying, like we were discussing this before, I feel like only Jada knew what entanglement was. Because Will Smith was mad confused. He was just like, so people deserve to know exactly what happened. She was like, yeah, I said I was in an entanglement. And he said, entanglement. And laughed because only she
knew what it was.
I guess she defined that.
But that's what I'm saying. The situation that she was with another dude. If she's saying I was in an entanglement, that means that definition of entanglement means cheating with somebody else, having a sexual relationship with somebody else, either from your partner.
Okay. Well, like I said, that's what she meant.
Okay.
But I feel like now, like when you see the memes and stuff, people are talking about entanglement as just a negative thing.
Okay.
So it's just a negative
thing. Okay, so I was in entanglement. Prior to that. But it lit a spark when boy Arian said when I should holler, whatever. Every year we went to this youth retreat that a bunch of all the young people went to. So every year we would go in early February in Connecticut, and we would just be in a hotel room, have fun, do all kinds of things, whatever. And it was one year, I think.
It wasn't like a convention. You say hotel room. It was a hotel. We rented out the rooms to sleep, but it wasn't like we would just hang out.
Oh, no, we're not. Okay. Well, it was convention. We didn't really do all the stuff for the convention. We just kind of had a good time. It just kind of became a yearly ritual for us. And so to get together, that kind of thing. And so I said to, at the end of the conversation, we were all talking about it, and they said, oh, you should come. And you were like, yeah, I guess I would try it or whatever.
I had never been to this retreat before. So we all were talking, and then Patrick turned to me and asked, he was like, are you gonna come? And I was like, oh, I've never been. And then he was like, yeah, you should come. And I was like, oh, okay. Because he was cute.
No argument there.
Shut your mouth. But you know what? We kind of skipped the part because with his sister and me and her being friends, the first time like I actually saw your face was on a picture on her keychain. So she had this keychain with your picture, like your school pictures on it. And I was looking at her keychain and I was like, oh snap. I was like, your brother's bad cute. I was like, I'm gonna marry him. Not even really saying like, not in like seriousness and saying, oh, I'm gonna marry him, but like that actually really happened. I manifested it, Poogie. So I looked at the picture, I was like, oh my God, he's so cute, I'm gonna marry him. And till this day, Jalissa always says, oh, you was after my brother from the gym. But I really wasn't. I was just joking.
It was alright, right?
Okay. I was just joking at that time, but it actually came into real life.
Okay.
So back to fast forward.
And so we were leaving, it was a weekend thing, so we were leaving the Friday, and somehow, we carpooled, and then somehow we ended up in the same car.
No, don't somehow.
Okay.
I was tricked. Don't somehow, because now you're trying to play slick about it. I was tricked. I was supposed to drive with my friend, his sister, in her car, and I had my 2 younger cousins with me. I got into her vehicle with her. She was in the driver's seat, I was in the passenger seat. She goes, hold on, I'll be right back. She never came back. Patrick ended up coming into the driver's seat and sat down and just started buckling up. So I'm like, whoa, what's going on? I'm like, where's Jalissa? And he's like, oh no, I'm driving her car. And I was like, okay. So then it's like, is this gonna be like an awkward ride? Cause like, we never actually had like a real conversation prior to that. So now I'm in this car with a guy that I somewhat know of, not really know, and now we have
you were feeling.
I wasn't feeling you, so pump your brakes. I wasn't feeling you. I said you were cute. So don't get ahead of yourself.
Okay.
Don't get ahead of yourself.
Okay.
I said you were cute.
Okay. I'm gonna do some post-edit interviews with some other third-party people that will validate my statements.
What statements? Validate what?
My statements.
What statement?
You have
that
cousins.
I was feeling.
You have cousins.
Patrick, that was after I was after Connecticut.
No.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Prior to.
Like I said you were cute. I never denied that.
Okay.
You were an attractive man.
Okay. All right.
But how was I going to be feeling you if I didn't even know you like that?
You were feeling. Let's go. Keep going. So in the car. Yeah.
He's feeling himself. That's what he's feeling. But not feeling Patrick at the time because I didn't even know the fool. He was cute. That was it. It was like, oh, you're cute. Anyway, I was tricked into that vehicle. She stepped out, he got in, and all of a sudden I'm driving to Connecticut. And the ride there, we actually had some good conversation. And I realized, oh, this guy's mad funny and mad cool, like down to earth. He's not like stuck up or anything. So that's how we actually started to talk. And throughout the weekend, homie was definitely making sure that he was sliding in conversations, including me in everything. Anytime I was walking away, he's like, no, where you going? Come back. Come hang out with us or whatever. So don't even try to act like I was the one trying to come after you.
Indeed. You were. And then there was a time, and then we were sitting hanging out, and you were like, oh, I love your hair. I mean, I don't have it now. It's gone.
What? When did that happen?
What? You should run your hands through my hair and be like,
I ran my hands through your
yes,
hair.
you were like, I love your curls. I mean, I don't know proof of it right now because it's gone. But you used to be like, oh man.
Please tell me when.
You
this
seriously
happened.
not saying it?
Tell me when.
I was sitting on the floor. You were sitting on the bed. Everybody's hanging out, whatever, talking, and you just, oh man, I really like your hair. And you were sliding it, and I was like, yo. She was like, I really like your hair. You have nice soft. Your hair is really soft. Come on, man. And they fronting now because they on YouTube.
Patrick, you're lying.
I'm like, it's accurate.
I probably said, oh, you have nice hair. But you acting like I was sitting there like running my fingers through your hair.
My hair. Like,
okay. That's how you interpret it in
that
your head.
Exactly
Because that's what you wanted to be happening. That's what he wanted to be happening, for me to be running my fingers through his hair. I probably brushed my finger. I was like, oh, this is a nice curl.
Anyway, so after that weekend, we exchanged numbers.
No, see? You see? You playing games. He's really not trying to let y'all know the real story, that he was really after me. After the entire weekend of him, saying, come sit over here, come join us, we're gonna go downstairs, come follow me, When we were leaving, he was like, oh, we should keep in touch. And I was like, you're right, we should. I'll see you around or whatever. And he was like, can I get your number? And then we exchanged numbers. So don't try to act like it was just like oh yeah, here, take my number, or a mutual thing. You asked for my number.
Okay. I asked for your number.
You didn't.
You did.
That's not how exactly the conversation went.
Move on.
We was right in front of the door, about to walk out.
Move on.
Okay, now we're moving on. What are we moving on to?
So yeah, we started chit-chatting, texting each other, and then seeing each other. Visits. I used to swing by your job. I used to stop by your job on my way to work. I used to stop by your job on my way to work.
We started talking, hanging out, and Patrick started asking me out on dates.
Yeah.
Before you started swinging by my job. He asked me out on a date, we'd go here and there, go out for a date, and then he would come and stop by my job. And then when I used to tell you that, you used to come check me out my job. You'd be like, no, it wasn't.
I would pass by. Yeah, I would stop by. You were working at Home Depot. My job was across the bridge, and I would stop by. Hey, how you doing? Check you out at work, and then keep going. I don't. There's no. There was.
Patrick's trying to downplay that he was really after me. That's what's happening.
I grew not an infatuation,
It's all good though. It's all good though.
All right.
Now you got the prize. You can just act like. Anyways, he was on me hard body. He was feeling the kid.
Not hard body because
he was digging me.
You were still in the relationship.
No, I wasn't. I was out of my relationship way before.
But you were
decided.
Still, no, you were in you were still in your entanglement. There you go.
It was still it wasn't getting through to the young man that I was done.
Yes.
And honestly, it really was, because I was breaking up with him way before me and you even started talking. I was trying to let him know, like, okay, this is done. But because he had a good relationship with my parents, he kind of still felt like he could be around. So to the outside world, it looked like we were still together, but we really was not. We were not together. But because he had a relationship with my parents, he would come and visit, and him and my dad had actually gotten really close. So he would come and visit my dad, so everybody, I mean, naturally you see him all the time, you would think that, oh, you guys are still together, but we were not. And I actually had to put that boundary and kind of, I felt bad for saying, but like tell my dad, like, dude, you have to cut that off, because now it's causing a situation for me. Because one of Patrick's friends went and told him, oh, I think she's still messing with dude. And I'm like, no,
oh yeah, that's right.
I was like,
that's
no,
right.
No, I wasn't. I was completely done with him. But it kind of looked like, it did look like I could have still been with him because he was just constantly around, but I wasn't. When I actually was dating my ex, before we even started talking, he had come to the church one time. My ex had come to the church one time. I don't know if I've ever told you this. He was sitting next to me, and you got up and you were walking out the church, and he looked at you and he was like, him. And I was like, what? And he was like, that's the he goes, that's the player of the church. That's who you're gonna get with next.
Play of the church.
Literally that's what he said. And I was like, what the hell are you talking about? Because at the time, like I said, we weren't checking for each other. Like, we knew of each other, but I wasn't really looking at Patrick like that. It was just like, okay, when we were younger in high school, it's like, oh, he's cute, but I really wasn't looking at Patrick in a romantic kind of way. So when he saw him, I was just like blown away, like, what? I was like, I'm not even looking at him like that, so what are you talking about? And then when I told my mom, I actually went home and told my mom, because I was actually really annoyed at him because he was always trying to accuse me of doing something or like trying to like play him. And I was just like, that was so left field. Like, it's not even like he ever saw us have a conversation or anything. He literally just saw you walk by and was like, him. I was like, what the heck are you talking about? And that's what he said.
Well, and then I was in and out of a relationship, and so I think it reached a point that Dina was like, what do you want to do? Because we can't play games. So I was like, oh snap, this is real. And then I realized, I was like, yo, she's really all about me compared to the prior relationship. So I was just like, all right, let's do this thing. And then it was like, we started like becoming serious. I think it was probably a few weeks, and then my ex called and she was like, oh, like, I see you got your little girlfriend, whatever. You can stop that now and let's, get back with me.
Really?
Yeah, and I was just like, what? I was like, that is not happening.
I see you got your little girlfriend.
Yeah, you got your girlfriend now. That's cute and everything, but you could come back and we could get things, going again or whatever like that. And
Patrick had all types of people coming out the woodworks talking
that
about.
That was in regards to when we were about to get married.
When we got engaged, that's when it happened.
Yeah, that's when we got engaged. That's when it happened. Yeah. So that's how we got together.
It's as if we were just meant to be together.
That's right.
I saw the picture. I said, I'm gonna marry you. My ex said, this is who you're gonna be with.
I saw that booty. I said, yeah.
He did have a nice butt.
do.
I still have a night part?
Yes.
I think it was nicer before. It was nice tight.
It was just younger.
Now it's a lot like bigger, wider.
It was just younger.
You said it was just younger?
Yeah,
I have an old booty now?
Not an old booty, but it has mileage.
Oh, no, I don't like that.
It's, has experience. Experience.
I don't want experienced booty. I want young spring chicken booty.
I'm good. So,
oh boy.
That was our story getting together. Next week's
dating.
Dating.
That was us starting to date.
Yeah. And next week we will talk about how we got engaged, our courting, and how we got engaged, how we moved to that next stage, and and in early parts of marriage. We'll talk about that next week. So, like and subscribe if you have any questions for us.
Anything that we might have left out that we didn't realize and you want the answer to,
we can answer it in next week's episode. So put it in the comments. And peace.